Most men think women want confidence, humor, or good looks, and sure, those things help. But there's one masculine trait that sits above everything else. One quality that makes a woman feel something she can't even put into words. It's not about being the loudest guy in the room. It's not about flexing your achievements or trying to impress her with stories. The trait women secretly crave is emotional control. And the philosophy that masters this better than anything else is Stoicism. Now, here's what most guys don't understand. Women are naturally emotional creatures. They feel everything intensely: joy, fear, excitement, anxiety. It all hits them harder. And because of that, they're subconsciously drawn to men who can remain calm in the storm. A man who doesn't react to every little thing. A man who doesn't lose his composure when life gets chaotic. That steadiness, that unshakable frame, is what makes you magnetic. It's what separates boys from men in her eyes. But here's the problem. Most men today are emotionally reactive. Someone disrespects them, they explode. A woman pulls away, they panic and chase. Things don't go their way, they complain or fall apart. And every time you react like that, you're showing her that you can't handle pressure. You're proving that your emotions control you instead of you controlling them. And that kills attraction faster than anything else. This is where Stoicism comes in. Stoicism isn't about being cold or emotionless. It's about mastering your internal world so that external chaos can't shake you. It's about responding instead of reacting. It's about staying grounded when everyone around you is losing their minds. And when a woman sees that in you, something primal gets triggered. She feels safe. She feels like you're the kind of man who can protect her, not just physically, but emotionally. Because if you can't even control yourself, how can she trust you to lead? Why emotional control is the ultimate attraction trigger. Let me break down why this matters so much. Women test men constantly, not because they're trying to be difficult, but because they need to know if you're solid. She'll throw emotional curveballs at you. She'll create drama, pull away unexpectedly, or say things just to see how you'll react. And most men fail these tests miserably. They get defensive. They argue. They try to logic their way through her emotions. Or worse, they become needy and start begging for reassurance. But the stoic man, he stays calm. He doesn't take her emotional outbursts personally. He understands that her feelings are temporary and that reacting to them only makes things worse. Instead, he remains centered. He listens without getting pulled into the chaos. He responds with clarity and strength, not emotion and desperation. And when she sees that you can stay solid while she's emotional, her respect for you skyrockets. Because she realizes you're not like other men. You're unmovable. Think about it like this. If you're a rock in the middle of a river, the water flows around you, but you don't budge. That's what women want. They want to feel your emotions, test your boundaries, and see if you'll break. And when you don't, when you remain that steady rock, she stops testing and starts trusting. She stops playing games and starts feeling genuine attraction. How Stoicism makes you unstoppable. Stoicism teaches you one fundamental truth. You can't control what happens to you, but you can always control how you respond. This mindset shift alone makes you unstoppable, because once you stop trying to control external outcomes and start mastering your internal reactions, nothing can truly hurt you. A woman rejects you, you stay calm because you know your value isn't determined by her opinion. You lose your job, you adapt and move forward without panic. Someone disrespects you, you respond with composure, not anger. This level of emotional mastery doesn't just make you attractive to women, it makes you dangerous in the best way possible. You become the kind of man who can't be manipulated, can't be shaken, and can't be broken. And that energy is felt by everyone around you. People respect you more. Opportunities come to you easier. And women? They can't help but be drawn to you because you represent something most men have lost: strength without arrogance, confidence without insecurity, power without the need to prove it. Here's the key. Stoicism isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about not being controlled by them. You still feel anger, frustration, desire, but you don't let those feelings dictate your actions. You pause, you think, you choose your response intentionally. And that pause, that moment of control, is what separates you from every other reactive man out there. The Stoic mindset in action. Let me give you a real example. Let's say you're talking to a woman and she suddenly goes cold on you. She stops replying to your texts. She cancels plans. She acts distant. The average guy panics. He starts sending multiple messages. He asks what's wrong. He tries to fix it immediately because her change in behavior triggers his insecurity. But the Stoic man? He notices the shift, but he doesn't react. He gives her space. He focuses on his own life. He trusts that if she's genuinely interested, she'll come back. And if she doesn't, he knows his worth isn't tied to her attention. 9 times out of 10, she comes back. And when she does, she respects him more because he didn't chase. He didn't crumble. He remained centered. That's the power of Stoic emotional control. You stop playing her games because you're not emotionally invested in the outcome. You're invested in your own peace and purpose. Conclusion. At the end of the day, women don't crave the man who's always trying to please them. They don't want the guy who loses his cool every time something doesn't go his way. They crave the man who remains unshaken, the man who can stay calm in chaos, the man who leads with quiet strength, not loud reactions. That's what Stoicism gives you, and that's what makes you unstoppable. So here's the challenge. Start practicing emotional control today. The next time something triggers you, pause, breathe. Choose your response instead of letting your emotions choose for you. The next time a woman tests you, stay grounded. Don't react, don't chase, just be solid. Because the moment you master your internal world, the external world, including women, will start responding to you differently. You won't need to chase attraction. It'll chase you, and that's when you become truly powerful.